Sarah Boone.
911, what is the location of your emergency? 4748 France Court, apartment 3. Is this a police or medical? My boyfriend is dead.
Hey, welcome back, my beautiful people. While Sarah Boone is back at the dorm slicing up rubber gloves, we're going to keep diving into her discovery and hear from the maintenance man, Abraham Moreno. And we're also going to react to some footage from the A&E special, The Suitcase Killer. So let's get this party started.
What's the state attorney tried to do?
Objection, upper argument. Sustained.
What have they done?
Objection.
What evidence have they tried to put on?
Overruled.
What evidence have they tried to paint Sarah's? What evidence?
Today's date is February 26, 2020. The time now is approximately 11:45 hours. This is in reference to Orange County case number 20-017904. I'm currently located at 4704 Lucier Court. In Winter Park, Florida, 32792 at the Tealwood Park Apartments complex in the front office. Also with me is, can you state your name, sir?
Abraham Moreno,
Okay, and your date of birth?
May 29th, 1967.
Okay, also with me is my partner, Detective Scott Lowen with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Okay, Abram, prior to us going on recording, I was informed by Melissa, who's the property manager, that you knew George Torres.
Correct.
And you were explaining that you knew him from Philadelphia when he was smaller.
Yes.
And then now you, I guess,
Reconnected.
reconnected
When I started working here in October.
in October of last year?
Of last year.
Of 19, okay. So, you said that you last saw him, you said it was last Tuesday?
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday, okay, thank you. So last Thursday was the 20th?
Correct.
Sound about right? Okay. Now, what can you tell me about George and Sarah's relationship?
They had an off rocky relationship, which was physical on occasions. I'm aware of the fact that George had a probation officer. He was in anger management. And again, they had their good times, their bad times. Sometimes he would instigate the situations. Majority of the times, Sarah Boone instigated the situations. And she ended up with bruises. But that's more of him like kind of pushing her off of himself.
Okay. And that's what he told you?
Yes.
Okay.
And she verified it with you.
Sarah verified with you?
Yes.
Okay. Did they both drink a lot?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
In excess.
What?
In excess. They didn't drink to drink. They drank to sunrise to sunset, all the time in between.
Okay. Did you ever see them physically fight?
No.
Okay. Have you ever seen them physically argue?
I've seen them argue,
Argue. Okay.
but no physical contact.
Right. Has George confided in you about Sarah? About anything she's, I know you said that they both, sometimes
He notified me, he had told me on a couple of occasions where she called the police on him and had him put out.
Okay.
A couple of times he ended up getting arrested over it. And that she was the reason why he was taking the anger management courses and stuff. Because a couple of weeks ago, he was still working at the hardware store on the corner until they closed.
Right.
And that's where me and him would have more of our conversations than anything else. I'm going there to get stuff. Now it's just me and him, one-on-one.
Right.
She's not there to create this situation.
Okay. And so, just correct me if I'm wrong, you said that sometimes he would instigate it and sometimes she would instigate it?
Yes.
Okay. And he admitted to that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know when, did he confide in you about like their last physical argument or
No.
fight?
The last physical fight that they had, she mentioned it to me, Melissa, and Mr. G when she got arrested. When we were all standing outside, and she's like, I want to speak to you. And G walked over to an officer and said, is it okay if she speaks to us? They said we would prefer not, but that is her choice.
Right.
We did not ask her any questions. She had told us that a couple of days ago they had got into a fight where he grabbed her by her hair and dragged her down the steps.
Okay.
And that would probably be a day or two before this situation happened.
Before the situation?
With the suitcase.
Okay, so when did you talk? When was that?
She was talking to us outside Monday afternoon.
Oh, Monday. Okay. I thought you said the last time she got arrested, and I'm like...
No, when she got arrested, well, when everybody was at her door.
When we were investigating.
When you were doing during your investigation, because you was typing in the car.
Okay.
She was talking to us outside. There was a young officer at the door who heard the conversation.
Okay.
Because he was only but 20 feet away.
Okay. So she told you what again? One more time.
That they had gotten into a fight. He grabbed her by the hair and dragged her down the steps.
2 days prior?
Probably about 2 days prior to that situation.
So that would be Saturday.
Yeah, over the weekend, yes.
Over the weekend.
Whatever took place over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Then she told us that they were playing hide and seek. He went in the suitcase. She zipped it up. And then she went upstairs and passed out.
Did he ever confide in you, like, what he did, like, for fun? Besides, like, the drinking, like, is there other activities that he did? Did he ever tell you, like, oh, I'm trying to get into this?
They actually used to do a whole lot of arts and crafts inside of the townhome. And they did a lot of it with her son. There wasn't a perfect relationship, but they tried, I guess, in their own way.
Right. Okay. Is there anything else that he would tell you about him and Sarah's relationship that you think is important for us to know?
I think you actually know it all. They just had a very rocky physical relationship. On and off.
Okay. Did you ever see marks or bruises on him?
Yes.
Okay. Like what?
Scratches on the neck.
Scratches.
As I said, with her attacking him, he's kind of just
Trying to stop.
shove her back, but because she's such light skin, as soon as he touched her, instant bruises all across the arms and things of that nature.
Right. Okay. So I don't know if you've noticed or if it's been before, but the door, there's like a bunch of markings on the door. Have you ever noticed that or no?
On which door?
Their door.
Their front door, the very front metal door.
I haven't looked at it,
Okay.
but I know if I was to look at it, I could probably tell you what it was.
Okay. We're just curious if, like, since you had been working here, if you noticed it or saw it
No,
compared
because
to...
they had keys. Now, they probably slamming doors back and forth and had an argument. I know of one where her ex-husband showed up. But that would probably be around November.
Okay. Okay. Anything?
Has he ever talked to you about any damage inside the apartment that he needed help fixing that he couldn't do?
No.
Have you ever really been inside their apartment?
Yes, I have. I do basic work orders, like change the verticals, patch up,
Have
touch
you
up
seen any
things.
damage that looks like it was caused by either one of them?
Not that I can say, it just looks like normal wear and tear of a unit.
Well, I noticed on the first floor there's a half bath there.
Yes.
There's like two or three patches on that door. Do you know anything about those patches?
No, not the door. I did the patchwork in the ceiling, and that was due to a leaking air conditioner.
Yeah.
The door would have to have been super recent.
Yeah, during one night. I did hear about that.
Yeah. All right.
And you said has Sarah confided in you where George is not there? Or is it
The
like,
most she ever did was, oh, we're fighting, we're arguing. He's always arguing with his ex-wife over the phone. I just tried not to get in the middle of that.
Did you know his ex-wife, or was that prior?
Oh, that's well after.
That's-
Because I lived down the street from George,
For how long?
93 to 2005.
So he would have started at, you said 14,
Yeah, around
so he would have been into his mid-20s.
yeah, but it was me and my wife. And
Yeah.
trust me, she works for DHS.
Okay.
She's a child service kid.
Yeah.
My son is a Philadelphia police officer. Different circles altogether.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How well did you know him up there?
Oh, not like I said, to me, he was just a teenager running around with the other kids. And I was like,
See him at the corner store and stuff like that?
yeah, stuff like that. Well, literally on the block, because I lived here, my brother-in-law, across the street was my ex-wife's aunt, and then George.
Okay.
So it was, and then her mother lived across the street, so restaurants, so no matter where you go, everybody sees each other on the corners and stuff.
Now down here, was it just coincidence you got the job here, was walking through and ran into him and went,
Yep.
holy cow. Okay.
That's literally what happened. I was like, whoa, real small world.
Do you ever go out and hang out with them, have
Nope.
dinner, go drinking? The only time we've ever seen them is when you're at work, either here on this property or...
Or when I would go to the hardware store, that's it.
Okay. Did you ever stay after and hang out in the apartment with them?
Nope. I don't hang out with residents.
Good.
okay. Can you raise your right hand? Do you promise and swear everything we've talked about
I
has
confirm.
been true and accurate to
I
the
will
best of your...
confirm, I do not swear.
You confirm that everything we've talked about has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge? Okay. This ends the recording 11:57 hours.
You know, this ain't the 1900s, this is 2024.
What a coincidence. Abraham and George ended up being neighbors twice in 2 different states. Let's hear what else Abraham has to say.
I was taken aback as far as why George would crawl into his suitcase. They had just finished fighting the night before, where I believe he flung her down the steps.
The couple was notorious for their drunken fights, according to the apartment maintenance supervisor.
He worked, but she was supported by her ex-husband. The heart of the issue was the fact that they just enjoyed drinking to the point that they got very physical and disrespectful to each other. George ended up going to anger management, and I would give him the advice, walk away, because your problem is one of you is going to jail and the other one's going to be dead.
He did say something to me to the effect that, can you believe it? I got life. And I said, no.
He's begging for his life and telling her he can't breathe.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
It was strange how quickly we hit things off and had so much in common. And my fear was that he was going to break out of the suitcase knowing that it was a broken suitcase. And his hand started to come through, his hand started to come through this way.
Basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
Doesn't matter. It's still there. Do me a favor. Have a seat.
Really, guys?
Really.
So if I didn't show up, why
Are
is
you
this
trying?
happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave,
when
that I was done after this, after that.
done. Absolutely.
So now, so that's what it is,
We are done.
right?
not intentional.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do now?
You will,
Someone needs to call Brian.
okay.
Lucas is waiting for Mom to come home.
It's really creepy to hear Sarah describe George fighting for his life to get out of the suitcase. According to Brian, Sarah liked to use her claws a lot and claw people, so maybe that's why George was trying to get her off of him that night on the staircase. Either way, it was pretty sad and cryptic that not only did Abraham tell George that one of them would end up hurt or in jail. Do you guys remember the police officer told George the same thing when he was being arrested for something Sarah had did, making her documentation? He told George the same thing. Another time, a police officer told Sarah they shouldn't be together because something bad might happen.
What evidence have they tried to paint Sarah as? What evidence?
If you made it this far, you know I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.